heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges, cause in the end we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody
and to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
That is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome back. This is game number 2 of the day, Super Sunday here at the Al Malik grounds for the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11. This is Daman Insurance versus Al Nabuda. Zanal from Al Nabuda will toss the coin and Munir will do the calling. The umpire will officiate. Heads is the call. Heads it is. Munir, you won the toss. What do you want to do?
We'll bowl first.
Bowl first. You've seen the wicket. The weather has cooled down a bit. There's a bit of breeze. Is that what prompted you to go in for bowling?
No, actually no. We don't plan such based on the weather condition. We didn't plan. So, we know that Nabuda is a tough side, but even though we'll try to do our best in the field, and we'll focus on playing as a team.
And what's up for the score you want to keep them down to?
Yeah, between 170.
170. Thank you very much and all the best. Zanal, come forward for Zanal, happy to bat first?
Yeah, pretty much.
The side's really doing well. They won practically all the games, and even the first game that you had, it was a convincing win. How much of a hunger do you see in the guys, when they come in, knowing that they are a side that, it's difficult to beat?
No, for us, basically, we take matches by matches. We take one match at a time, okay? So our boys are really pumped up, that is there for sure, but at the same time, we shouldn't be relaxed as well. So every match, it's like a new match for us, so we give 100%, and then the results will follow.
And going through, as I again asked Daman as well, the weather is a bit cool. The ball's going to move around a bit. What sort of a score are you looking up front in this contest?
No, we are not, like I said in the last match, we don't set any targets or anything. We'll go with the flow. We'll see how the wicket is behaving. And based on that, we'll set a target.
Thank you. That's the news from the center here. Daman Insurance Captain Munir winning the toss. And with the slightly overcast and cool conditions, he would like to bowl first. Thank you. Welcome to the second game of the day, the first of the Super 8s between Daman Insurance and Al Nabuda Bulls. Al Nabuda Insurance Brokers, better called as the Bulls. The previous time that these two teams met together, won by 70 runs. Zanal, the captain, is taking strike. He's played 14 matches, 355 runs, strike rate of 147. And his partner Mohammad Imran, 12 matches, 844, strike rate of a staggering 200.48. So Muzammil will open the bowling for Daman Insurance. 10 matches, 9 wickets, 7.5, a good economy considering that you're operating with the new ball and in the power play. Right arm over the wicket, game to start. 12:06 local time here at the Al Malik grounds in Ajman. Beautiful ground. First ball, full toss, plays it through, covers, and the ball races away towards the boundary. A loosener to start, and Zanal doesn't miss out of it. He is up and running with that shot. Will make him feel much better. Have a look at that. Swinging outside the off stump, but a full toss and easy pickings with the field inside the circle. So, run straight away of the first ball of the game. This time compensating by going down the leg side will be called a wide. So, another run. First extras of the game. 5 for the loss of no wicket. Muzammil will have to find his straps right away. This is a power-packed batting unit. Last time they scored 177, and this time pitches it, and the ball goes towards long off. The fielder there takes a very good catch. So the field set for him to go downtown, and he obliges, but manages to find the fielder at long off rather, toe end of the bat, got the height, not the distance, and the first wicket to fall. Zanal out for 4 of 2. Caught by Sessandeep off the bowling of Muzammil. Have a look at it. How safe pair of hands. Eyes on the ball, stations himself, steadies himself, and right in front of his, under his eyes. That's a very good take. This is what we've been taught as youngsters when we used to practice, and he's made sure he's put that practice to good effect as Hafiz comes in at number 3, the left-hander. One match, he scored 19 runs, 237, played a cameo in the last innings. He was ready to go after the bowling right from the word go. So let's see what his approach will be. Wouldn't have expected to come in so early, but that's the way it goes. Muzammil switching sides. You can see the breeze that is blowing across the ground is going to make the ball move around a bit as he plays it towards point. There's a fielder there, no run. Score remains on 5. 5 for the loss of 1 wicket. As we saw from the side on angle, there was a chance of running the batsman out. He was outside his crease and didn't do that. Asking for another caught behind, has been called a wide. Trying to distract the umpire, but these umpires are experienced umpires who will give what stands. As you have a look at that, that's a wide down leg side. Score moves on to 6. Again, compensating, going down leg side, wanting to cramp the batsman for room, another wide. So score moves on to 7. Have a look at it. He played it towards point. Is the keeper's collected? He's inside the crease. He's collected the ball. Okay, he was well inside. Going down leg side, probably not interested. The keeper went up, but the bowler was not interested. Umpire signals 2 more balls left in the over. 2 more balls left in the over. Fifth ball of the over. When tucking the batsman, sends us towards short fine leg. There's no run there. No runs of the bat apart from the boundary. The 3 wides in the over. Already going to be a 9 ball over. Barring if he doesn't bowl an extra ball. Hafizur Rahman opens the bowling as well for his side. Bowls left arm. This time onto the pads and with the field inside. Sends it towards the long leg boundary. Over the ropes for a 6. So the extra balls costing for Daman. Score moves on to 13. Picked it off his toes with 1 leg in the air. And handsome stroke goes just over the boundary for a maximum. So Hafiz is off the mark with that 6. 13 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of the first over. Over number 2 to start. Sai Sandeep in to bowl the second over. He was the one who took the catch in the previous over, and this time we'll have to do it with the ball. First ball right to the batsman. Imran was a bit surprised with that. Keeper going right up for an LBW, but that was off the bat. Has to be a bit careful. If he bowls a bit too straight with not much protection behind, he'll have to keep it outside the off stump. This time under edges this one. Ball going towards the third man boundary. The fielder chasing, and by the time the ball comes in, 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 15, and Imran is off the mark with that brace. Umpire warning the batsman that he is running on the danger end. The keeper having a word with the batsman. Not required. It's the umpire's job to do that. And he's been warned. Must. Or is it a ploy just to rile up the batsman up? We'll have a watch. Up in the air towards the third man area, and the batsman come back for 2 by the time the fielder feels that. Lucky for Imran, he took the leading edge and went towards the third man area. A little bit more finer, probably the ball would have been inside the ring. That's what happens when you come across conditions where the ball's just moving around a bit. You got to be a bit more tighter with your strokes. 17 for 1. Is now on 4 of 3. This time two full and straight and played over the square leg boundary. And umpire calls it a 6. Have a look at that. Walks in a bit too straight and flicks it over the square leg boundary for a maximum. So the second maximum coming up. And score moves on to 23.
सीधा अंपायर की तरफ लेके आए, वो तो पता होना चाहिए उसको भेज खराब, वो जो है ना शोर खराब हो जाता है अगर वो वापसी लेकर आए। अच्छा
23 for 1. This time down leg side, the keeper missing that one, but luckily for him, short fine leg is doing the fielding, so one more run to the total. Score moves on to 24. This time way down the offside and another wide, so one more run. Score moves on to 25.
ओवर के बाद बोलना चाहिए, लोगों को नहीं पता हमारे चुटकारा।
25 for 1. This time full toss, plays it towards deep point. The man, a third man coming around, a single to the total. Brings a left-hander on strike. Score moves on to 26. (26 for 1). Going to the left-hander, down the leg side, again another wide. Score moves on to 27. Lengthy over already. Previous one too was a lengthy one. Coming from a slightly shorter run up now. Full toss again. And another wide, so one more extra ball and an extra run. Score moves on to 28. The 27 with that. Guilty of bowling 7 extra balls and we still haven't completed the second over. Swan down the ground for a boundary, so 4 more to the total. Score moves on to 32. Have a look at it. Over the mid-off fielder. One bounce, over the fence she goes. And problems for Daman Insurance. Munir might be contemplating whether that was the right decision to bowl first. 32 for 1 at the end of 2.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Over number 3, Muzammil to continue. Short, plays it towards short third man. Played it with soft hands, wanted to just pierce the gap, but since there was no power in the shot, the man at short third moved around and quickly fielded the ball. Didn't allow any run, so a dot ball. Daman Insurance will be hoping for a few quick overs without much damage, probably a wicket or two, just to ensure they don't let Al Nabuda run away with that score. This time he plays it towards cow corner for a boundary, and the score moves on to 36 for 1. There's no stopping these guys. They will keep scoring. This time 2 full and over mid wicket for a maximum, and the score now galloping along to 42. A dot ball to start, and then followed by a boundary, and then just picking it and sending it over the mid wicket boundary for a maximum. 42 for 1 in 2.3 overs. And Imran is already on 21 of 8 with 1 boundary and 2 maximums. Coming round the wicket, trying to tuck the batsman. Wouldn't be a bad idea if he plans to york him out, probably go for a boundary or so, but this is not going to help. This is going to sit up. If you're going to bowl short, you need to have protection, but that's not going to help if you bowl short, and Imran is a strong guy with those powerful shoulders. He sent this over deep square leg for another maximum, and the score moves on to 48 for 1 in 2.4 overs. And at this rate of 18 runs and over, they could be going to 360. This one much better, slower onto the pads, fuller to the batsman with the mid wicket there, keeps it down to a single. 49 for 1 after 2.5. Last ball of the over coming up, left-hander on strike. Asking for an LBW, probably going down leg side. So the batsman survives. End of the over, 49 for 1 at the end of 3. Imran batting 28 of 10 with 1 boundary and 3 maximum. Have a look at that shot and just sits up to be hit. And with that powerful shoulders that he has, it crosses the fence. And the next last ball of the over, asking for an LBW. Hafiz playing down the wrong line, but since it was going down leg side, he survives. Right away, leg spinner comes on to the bowl. Pulls it right full up to the batsman. Imran plays it down towards long on for a single. The 50 coming up. 50 coming up in just 3.1 overs. Shambhu Kumar giving away the single of the first ball. Shambhu Kumar, 12 matches, 9 wickets at economy of 8.72. Wouldn't have wanted to come in so early, but with the way both these batsmen are toying around with the medium pacers, might be a good idea to bring the leg spinner on. But with the left-hander, he'll fancy his chances out there with the ball turning in. Need to see where the two fielders are kept outside as he bowls it short in the air. And straight to the man at short covers and a wicket. He bowled it short a bit quicker. Hafiz was caught at the crease. Wanted to go over mid-wicket. Spliced the ball up and straight to the man at short covers. Have a look at that shot. Got a bit big on him and a safe pair of hands. Majid, the fielder. Hafiz out for 10 or 7, caught Majid off the bowl of Shambhu with 1 boundary and a maximum. And Shambhu doing what he was brought in for, make sure he gets a wicket, a couple of wickets, but starts off with 1, will want to have more. Walking in at number 4. New man, Ramiz, 12 matches, 212 runs, 164.34. With the top order doing well for Al Nabuda, always the number 6, 7s and to follow rarely get a chance to come out to the center. So it wouldn't be a bad idea if they stick to spin, get a couple of wickets and get into the middle order as early as possible. They've gone for a few runs, but wickets do help, as this time Shambhu bowls it towards the batsman Fuller and he gets off with a single. Munir, the captain, unable to stop that single, brings Imran on to strike. The score moves on to 51 for 2. Imran batting 29 of 11. Wide down leg side, and that's bread, butter and jam for Imran. Bread and butter cause it's easy, and jam is the result that he gets. Another maximum. Shambhu right away cross with himself that he bowled an ordinary delivery. The score moves on to 57. The sheer fact that Imran can go big is playing on the minds of these bowlers who are erring in line. They need to trust themselves up as another full toss goes towards the mid-wicket area. Lucky for Imran, it again falls in no man's land and a single completed. Last ball of the over coming up. Score moves on to 58. Much better ball, plays it towards the man at point. There's protection there. End of the over. 4 overs completed, 58 for the loss of 2 wickets. Not a bad over considering the carnage that they come under. 9 runs with the wicket to end the over. Over number 5, change in bowling. Again, another leg spinner. Akneel, the bowler. Imran trying to go down leg side again. Bit too quick for him. So already played 13 matches. Adil rather, not Akneel. Adil, but this time short and over the mid-wicket boundary. The fielder can just be a spectator. Another maximum. He's gone to 42 with 50 of the 15 balls. Have a look at it. Shot sits up nicely and Imran just sends this over the mid-wicket boundary for a maximum. So score moves on to 64. He moves on to 42 of 15. Wouldn't be a bad idea if you ask him to fetch it outside off stump. Another short one. And over the square leg boundary. One bounce. And score just racing along as if it's on a racetrack of a Formula 1 game. 68 for 2. Have a look at it. Bowling it into the pitch. Sits up nicely. This wicket's pretty good for batting. The ball just sits onto the bat. And 68 for 2. We're still in the power play. 3 balls bowled and Adil is already gone for 10 runs. Adil. Full toss over the man at mid-off and another maximum. So he completes his 50 in 16 balls. 52 of just 17 balls rather. 2 boundaries, 6 maximums. .44 of the 52 already come in boundaries and another one. This time again over the mid-wicket fence. Another maximum. And the score moves on to 80 of 4.5. And he moves on to 58 of 18. He's just standing and picking his areas. And apart from the one ball where he had troubled the batsman a bit, Adil Yasin is having a forgetful over right now. 58 of 18. 2 boundaries, 7 maximums. Strike rate of 322. It's the last ball of the 5th over coming up, and another over of power play to follow after this. Imran's not gonna stop himself as Adil now decides to go medium pace and starts off with a wide in the last ball. Now that could be a real confidence breaker. You have bowl leg spin and then you suddenly come on to bowl medium pace. There is absolutely no plan whatsoever, and this time the keeper misses, allows the ball to go to a short fine for a single. Wait for the umpire signal. And that was off the bat. So 59 for Mohammad Imran of the 19 balls he's faced. End of the 5th over, 82 for 2. Now with the keeper missing that, what it does is it allows Imran to come on to strike and create more issues for the captain to try to set a field to a man who's on a mission right now. Over number 6 to begin the last over of power play. Shambhu Kumar, the successful bowler, comes into bowl. This time Imran plays him through the line. The ball still races away towards the boundary, towards the mid-wicket boundary, and the score moves on to 86. Not a bad ball, but if he can just alter his length a bit, it was a bit too full. Didn't get completely under it, but with the force and with the field inside the circle, Imran fancied his chances and the ball races away towards the boundary. He moves on to 63 of the 20 balls he's faced. Strike rate of 315. Shambhu slightly slower, plays this with soft hands to a short third. No run there. That's what you need to do. You need to keep him quiet and try to induce him to do a mistake. Right now, the bowlers are absolutely clueless. They're just going through the motions. There's absolutely no much better this time, but a wide down leg side. Thought he had bowled a good one. Needs to bowl. I don't see the leg spinners having a googly in their armory. It's always a good ploy if you have the googly. The batsman is going to be foxed by one of those, as this time he drops it short outside the off stump, and this time through the point boundary for another 4. So a good ball undone by the one down the leg side, and then when you want to correct your line, he bowls one shot and misses his length, and Imran just carts this away towards the point boundary for another 4, his 4th boundary of the innings apart from the 7 maximums. He is now 67 of 22 and the score moves on to 91. Is that the one they're asking for? The umpire's unmoved. He was caught in front, but with the ball probably going down leg side. Have a look at it. Did the ball do a bit too much? This time the googly didn't read the one, and the bowler and the keeper are livid, rightly so. But the umpire knows better because he is the one who's standing there as Imran plays this towards short mid wicket for a dot ball. So 2 consecutive dot balls. Just in the air, straight to the man at short mid wicket, and finally the reward for Shambhu. He bowled a consistent line apart after being carnage. Have a look at it. tossed this up, slightly slow, chipped this. He wanted to just play it straight, but straight to the man at short mid wicket. And you see the elation and the relief that the Daman Insurance boys have to see the back of Mohammad Imran. He's out for 67 of 25 balls with 4 boundaries and 7 maximums. End of the power play, 91 for 3. And punches traded by both these teams. And at the moment, Al Nabuda can feel that they have their noses up ahead. Sagar Kalyan, the man of the match in the previous game, scored 150 of the 62 balls that he had played. 11 matches, 472 runs, 199. It was a spectacular of an innings that he played last weekend. He scored his first 100 of 52 balls, and then the next 10 balls, 8 balls rather, next 10 balls he scored another 48 runs and was out on the penultimate ball of the innings. He came in end of power play being announced by the umpire. Majid comes into bowl. Sagar Kalyan, the new man, starts off with a wide, 92 for 3. Goes on the back foot, plays it towards short covers. So just 1 run coming of the last 5 balls with a wicket. And slowly Daman Insurance will want to claw back into this game. They've got 3 wickets. This time hurries onto the batsman, goes onto the back foot, plays it towards long on for a single. And Rami is onto 2 of 4, brings Sagar Kalyan onto strike. Plays it towards short covers, no run there. $93 for 3. It's slightly slower in the air. And Sagar playing it back towards the bowler. And Majid trying to rush through his overs. His 14 matches, 12 wickets, as this one is played towards mid-off. Munir, the captain there, standing slightly wide. 7.39, economical bowler, left arm spinner. Tosses this one up, full toss, but Sagar cannot make much use of it. Or rather, he makes good use of it and sends this towards the boundary. So the extra ball that he had to bowl cost him 4 more runs. And the score now moves on to 97 for 3 at the end of 7 overs. Sagar off the mark with that boundary. 4 of 4 with 1 boundary to his credit. Rami is batting 2 of 4.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal to, restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and, help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Going down leg side will be called a wide and an extra run. The keeper not doing that well. He just manages to stop the ball from going to the boundary, but cannot stop that extra run being scored. Score moves on to 99. Shambhu Kumar, 2 overs, 20 runs and 2 wickets. Chance of a cotton bowled, and that's out. Number 4. Sagar wanting to just trickle it down towards the square leg, gets the leading edge and straight to back to the bowler. So wicket number 4 for Daman Insurance, seeing the back of Sagar Kalyan, who's out for 4 or 5. Have a look at that. Dupes is one, wanting to play it, but played it outside the line that he should have been playing, and ends up spooning it back to the bowler, who takes an easy cotton bowl. So wicket number 4 at the score of 99. जैसे डायरेक्टर होता है ना, तो कैमरामैन को बोलते रहता कि ये देखा, तो बार बार वॉकी पे नहीं होते को ये रखना पड़ेगा अभी. वॉकी टॉकी में तो कितनी बार बताएगा वो, ऐसे तेरा वायर होना चाहिए, उसके पास भी वायर होना चाहिए, ईयरपीस होना चाहिए. New man Vijesh Babu comes to the center. This is what I was talking. The moment you get your first 2 to 3 batsmen out early, you have to expose that middle order to come in and survive a few overs. Vijesh Babu plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. Score remains on 99. Wanting a single of the misfield, but sent back by Ramesh. Vijesh को ये दिखा, स्टार्ट से का. Vijesh, 12 matches, 213 runs, strike rate of 117. They come up for a single, which brings the 100 up. 100 for 4 in 7.3 overs. Brings Ramesh on to strike. The batsman wasn't ready, so the umpire decides to halt play. Bowler will have to reload. Again, chipping this one back to the bowler. No run there. This one going towards the boundary, so 4 more runs. 104. For 4. Have a look at the shot, cuts that one, and the ball had raced away towards the point boundary for 4 more. Last ball of the over, plays it towards long off, the fielder giving the chase, 1 run completed. 105 for 4. At the end of 8 overs, Rami is batting 7 of 7 and Vijesh is 1 of 2. Over number 9 to begin. Majid to start. Goes onto the back foot. Plays it towards long off. And the batsman amble in for 2. As news comes up that India under 19 have won the Women's World Cup. Magnificent scenes out there in Kuala Lumpur. As we come back live here at the Al Malik grounds, we have the winds coming up. It's this time nearly getting him to edge, and the keeper drops that one. Majid not happy with that. It was an edge that was induced. As he another dot ball, so Majid trying to create that pressure. Three dot balls. This time back to the bowler. 4th dot ball on the trot. So a good comeback. Trying to keep the batsman quiet. He's succeeded. He's just given away 2 runs of the over so far. And this time bowling it a bit too straight. Not happy with himself. He had kept the batsman quiet. So 5 balls and he's just given away 3 runs. Down leg side, full toss, plays it backward or square. Batsman complete 1. They come back for the second. Just both the batsmen just walking across easily. End of the over. $110 for 4. Majid completes the over. He just gave away 5 runs of that. His 2 overs is 11 runs, no wicket. Shambhu Kumar 3 overs, 26 runs and 3 wickets. क्या है
इंटरव्यू जो लिया है ना प्लेयर का वो नहीं लेना
अच्छा ठीक वो डिलीट कर देंगे बोलो डिलीट कर देंगे उसको कैसे पता पड़ा अच्छा वो वीडियो गया होगा ना Over number 10, wide outside off stump, and the batsman sends this towards the cover boundary. Will wait for the signal, and that's a maximum. So Shambhu again leaking runs. He's got 3 wickets, but he's leaking runs at the moment. And another maximum. Score moves on to 116, and he moves on to 16 of 13 with 1 boundary and a maximum. This time down leg side will be called a wide. It's gone for 33 of the 3.1 he is bowled. Shot cuts this one towards point. There's a fielder there, so no run there. It's not, there wasn't much length for him to cut that one, but he cut that one and still got away with it. This time much fuller, plays it down the ground for a single. (118 for 4). Tosses this one, plays it towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 119. Plays it with soft hands, plays it towards wideish long on for a single. Score moves on to 120. हाँ तो वो इसीलिए स्टेशनरी हो गई ना, कोई कैमरा मूव ही नहीं रहा एक्चुअली. वो कैमरा में गया था ना वहाँ पे, मिल जाता कैमरा एंड पे आ गया. अच्छा अच्छा. This one tosses this one up, plays it towards deep cover. Batsman complete a double. So 2 more runs to the total. Score moves on to 122. 122 for 4 at the end of 10 overs. It's been an eventful 10 overs. I'll have a look at the scorecard. Zanal and Mohammad Imran started the innings. Zanal started with the boundary of the first ball, but was out caught. The next ball that he faced, he was caught at long off at the bowling of Muzammil by Sasandeep. For 4, Mohammad Imran played an eventful 67 of 25. He's got 4 boundaries and 7 maximums. Hafizur Rahman was out for 10 of 7. He was caught by Majid off the bowling of Shambhu. And then Sagar Kalyan was caught and bowled by Shambhu off his own bowling, 4 of 5. And since then, Ramesh Nawaz is batting 18 of 16 with 1 boundary and a maximum. Vijesh Babu has sedate 6 of 5. 30 next toss, 122 for no loss, for 4 at the end of 10 overs. Bowling card, Muzammil 2 overs, 30 runs, 1 wicket. Sasandeep Veera 1 over, 19 runs, no wicket. Shambhu Kumar has completed his quota of 4 overs, 38 runs and 3 wickets. Adil Yasin 1 over, 24 runs, no wicket. And Majid is the pick of the bowlers, 2 overs, 11 runs with no wickets. Welcome back. Second half of the innings to commence. Rami is on strike, plays it towards deep mid wicket for a single. Mohammad Akhlaq, the bowler, who's started off with a dot and gave away a single of the next ball. Vijesh plays it towards third man, shot the gully fielder, misses that one, and the ball races away towards the third man boundary. So 4 more to the total. Score moves on to 127. Have a look. Clark to continue. Tosses this one up. Vijesh plays it towards extra covers. There's a fielder there for a single. The score moves on to 128. Swan edges this one straight towards the man it covers. There's a misfield there. What should have been a dot ball has now culminated into 2. And add another one because of the sloppy fielding. That's 3 more added to the total. And the score moves on to 131. Kane plays it towards point for a single. Score moves on to 132 with that single. End of the 11th over, 132 for 4. Welcome back. Over number 12, Majid to continue. Tries to cut this one and the keeper misses the ball and 1 more run added. It's a bye, so score moves on to 133. Current rate of 12 would get them to 240. Another single, score moves on to 134. Drives this towards wideish long off, the complete one. Both these batsmen quick on their feet, managing to convert the ones into twos. Kane goes on the back foot, cuts this towards the third man area through the gully region for another 4. So a rare boundary of Majid's bowling. Comes off the bat of Vijay. She's now 18 of 11. 2 more balls left in the quota of Majid. He bowls it slightly slower, asking for that, and the batsman is been adjudged. He wants to review that, but there is no review for LBW. This one's off the edge is what is being given. Sorry, that wasn't LBW. That was appeal for a caught behind, and the umpire gives it. The batsman is not happy, but he will have to walk back because that's what the umpire's decision is. So Vijesh is out, caught by the wicketkeeper of the bowling of Majid, who gets a wicket. He's out for 18 of 12. He's caught by Vivek off the bowling of Majid with 2 boundaries, 18 of 12 balls. Just as soon as he was trying to find his traps, he is out, caught. New man Kavir Rasu, 12 matches, 149 runs, 131.86, can play the long ball. We'll be hoping that he comes good because they have a few overs still left to play in the innings. We're still in the 12th over. Have to see what comes in the last ball. Tall guy. Majid as miserly as ever. Just gone for 18 runs of the 2.5 he's bowled. He's got a wicket of the last ball he had bowled, and this one asking for this one, and this one's too been given LBW. There is absolutely no doubt whatsoever. You are caught on the crease and playing on the back foot to a foolish delivery. There is absolutely no doubt in the doubt of the umpire that this one's going to hit the stump. So 2 wickets in 2 balls, and suddenly they are 140 for 5. Have a look at that. Comes onto the back on the back leg, missed the line completely, and you're dead as a dodo in such situations. The umpire took a couple of seconds, but he confirms, yes, that one's going to hit the stumps. And it's a really silly way of asking the umpire that this wasn't hitting the stumps. Out for no score, and the long walk back to the pavilion for Kavir Rasu. पीछे खा रहा है पाँव पे. कमेंट्री कर रहा है कि झगड़ा कर रहा है वो 140 for 6 in 12. नहीं, रमीज तो खेल ही रहा है. Adil joins Ramiz Nawab. Mohammad Akhlaq comes to the center, and a single being taken off the first ball brings Adil on to strike. And all of a sudden, with These quick wickets, the contest is just getting a bit more spicy as this one plays in the air and straight to the man at short covers where the captain juggles and takes another one. So Al Nabuda all of a sudden on the downhill have lost 3 wickets just for the addition of 1 run. Have a look at this. Tosses this one up. Adil taking the bait, wanting to go over the bowler, but with the ball just moving off the wicket and Munir, the captain, holding on to it. The first ball, Adil caught Munir, bowled Mohammad Akhlaf for no score. And now the score is 141 for 7. You have a look at the fall of wicket. The first wicket fell at score of 5. Then Hafiz got out when the score was 50 in 3.2. Mohammad Imran was out 91. Then fourth wicket fell at 99. Then a bit of a partnership when Vijesh was out for 140. Kavir Rasu at 140. And the seventh wicket now at 141. They need to ensure that they play out these entire overs. As Naveed comes to the center at number 8. 15 matches, 46 runs. A good opportunity for him to make some impact in the game with the bat. He's got this opportunity they rarely get because Al Nabuda top order always comes up with scores, big scores, but right now they have a task on hand as the first ball is a dot ball. You have a look at the t-shirts that are fluttering around, the wind's blowing across the ground as Mohammad Akhlaq bowls to Naveed, who takes a single down towards the long on. Score moves on to 142. Rami he needs to have his composure. He's seen a few wickets fall in front of him as the umpire will call it a wide. So score moves on to 143. This one trying to tuck the batsman up. He plays it down towards short fine. Vivek, the wicketkeeper, running around and just allows a single. Akhlaq this time plays it with a bit of wrist towards long on for a single. And score moves on to 145. And the batsman being warned for running on the pitch. End of the over, 145 for 7 at the end of 13. Munir continuing with Majid. That's his last over. Probably trying to sniff out the game, the team as early as possible. Doesn't want to carry it for long. We'll be hoping he gets a wicket or so in this over. Hat-trick ball. And plays it back towards the bowler. So Naveed surviving that one. 145 for 7. Slightly slow. Plays it towards covers. There's a fielder there. Munir, the captain. And score moves on to 146 with that single. Brings Ramiz Nawab on strike, who's on 25 of 22. Last 4 balls of his spell. slightly short. He doesn't need to do that. He has the liberty of tossing that one up. He should do it. Invite the batsman. He's got success that way. Doesn't need to run through the over. Slow it up. Invite the batsman to take the bait. And if probably the one spins away off the bat and the keeper could come into play. Plays it in the air and towards the man at point and dropped. That's what I was talking about. Invite the batsman with not much feet movement. There's always a chance with the men in the ring. They need to be on the toes. They need to take those catches and assist their bowlers and try to go as low as possible when they come back to chase. An opportunity missed. As the last ball of the 14th over coming up. 147 for 7. 3.5 was 20 as he maneuvers this towards the square leg boundary. There's a fielder there. End of the over. 14 gone. 148 for 7. And Majid completes his quota for 4 overs, 21 runs and 2 wickets. Next over, plays it in the air towards deep mid wicket. There's a fielder there, keeps it down to a single. 149, 14.1, a clock to continue. Beautiful weather conditions. There's a lot of breeze testing the bowlers as well as the batsmen. Chance of a stumping. Will they go upstairs? The batsman falling over, but we'll have to wait whether the umpire has gone upstairs. That was a looping delivery. Invited the batsman. He took the bait. The stumps are broken. Let's have a look at it again. Rock and roll again. One more. 1 frame behind. Stop it. One more. Go back. Where's the ball? Go in full flow. Not out. The ball is off the gloves. The keeper dropped the ball and broke the stumps, but by then the batsman had reached, so not so good keeping. He collected the ball. The first mistake is that he is about a foot away from the stumps, so you need to cover that area as well, and then you need to make sure you're collecting the ball well. His collection also was not that great, and then he dropped the ball in a flash and denied the bowler a well-deserved wicket. That was a fantastic delivery. Had the batsman beaten, all ends up. The batsman falling over, and in the end, the keeper doesn't help the cause, so the batsman survives. 149 for 7. Another looping delivery, plays it towards short mid-off, but no run there. Score remains on 149. 14.3 overs completed. Both these batsmen have received a reprieve as this time plays it in the air. Ball going towards the fine leg boundary. There's a man coming from square leg. But by the time the fielder feels that, 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 151. 151 for 7. .4 overs complete. Again, a ranked bat ball down the leg side, and rightly so, finds its way towards the square leg boundary. So 155 for 7 at the end of 14.5. So inconsistency causing a lot of issues for Daman Insurance. They have been good in patches. They've got 7 wickets, but with the and you just need to make sure you're keeping the right line, the length. Started off well with the over, tossed it up outside off stump, but now bowled it short end on the legs, so punished right away. And the score moves on to 155. Much better ball up to the batsman. He knows that they don't have much force there, so a single. Score moves on to 156 at the end of 15. Rami is batting 33 of 28 with 2 boundaries and 1 6. And Naveed batting 5 of 9.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Actually, 156 for 7. New bowler into the attack. Ramiz Nawab to face. Down leg side, asking for a caught behind. The umpire unmoved, probably off the pad, doesn't call a wide as well, so that will be a dot ball. Mohammad Asif. Seventh bowler to be used. Plays it in the air towards long on. There's a fielder there for that. Single being taken. Wanting a second, but the batsman deciding against it. Score moves on to 157. Trying to cut this one, nowhere close to the ball. Another dot ball. Score remains on 157. All Nabuda will be hoping now is that their batsmen play out the entire 20 overs. It'll down the leg side. This will help their cause. Another single, suggesting that it was off the pad. Umpire's not going to give in to that. So score remains on 158. Sorry, moves on to 158. Places down the line, will be called a single. The umpire reversed his decision. The previous ball was called a wide and then decided against it. Plays it towards mid wicket for a single. The score moves on to 159 at the end of 16. 159 for 7 at the end of 16. Last 4 overs as Akhlaq comes to bowl. This time plays it, goes on the back foot, accesses the cover region, and they come back for 2. Score moves on to 161. 161 for 7. And a budding partnership at the moment. Wants to reverse sweep, and a well taken catch by the man at gully, and Rami stands in disbelief. He thought he had it through the fielder, but straight to the man at gully, and a fantastic catch. Have a look at that. Full force, plays it half a second for the fielder, and the cameraman too was flabbergasted with that, and a catch. Taken by Adil. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Confirm that that was taken cleanly. So he's out for 37 of 33. Brings Rajaselvan Natarajan to the center. उसको पता नहीं है. Rajaselvan comes to the center. 12 matches, 16 runs. He's come at the fall of the 8th wicket. मार्जिन होता ना फटाफट दो उससे चौथी ओवर गलत तेज फेंकनी है कोई लूप करता था और मिल जाती थी और भी जल्दी आउट हो जाते. Tossing this one up, batsman plays it with soft hands back to the bowler. No run there. Score 161 for 8. Probably going down leg side, and the height too of factor. Raj is a slightly tall guy, got hit on the above the knee roll, so good chance, and pitching outside leg. So the moment it pitches outside leg, you straight away will be not called out. So this time chopping this one onto the stumps, and it was just a matter of time with his feet not moving anywhere. He was a candidate for either an LBW or the one that will castle him, and he's been castled for no score. So losing their 9th wicket at the score of 161. Have a look at that. Tossed up, goes onto the back foot, chops on, and the 9th wicket down for Al Nabuda. Rajaselvam out for no score of the 3 balls he faced. Brings the last man, Parvez, to the center. Parvez, 12 matches. He's got 4 runs. He's got a strike rate of 200, but they have to hope that he gives company to Naveed and play out these overs. For starters, he has to first make sure he negotiates with the last ball of the over. Have lost 5 wickets for the loss of 21 runs. Going down leg side, the ball racing away towards the fine leg boundary, and just ensures that it reaches 5 extra runs, 5 handy runs for Al Nabuda. And the score moves on to 166 with those wides. They were 140 for 4 when they lost their 5th wicket, and then for the addition of 21 runs have lost another 5 wickets. They got 5 runs now. Chance of a stumping missed, and Vivek has not been anywhere close to a decent hand. What could have been the end of the innings is just the end of the over, and Al Nabuda are still at the center. Daman Insurance need to ensure that they invest in a keeper who is good with the gloves. Naveed on strike, 6 of 12. Parvez Babu, who should have actually been out-stumped, is survived as this one. Asif bowling to Naveed and trying to go for the big one. Misses that one into the keeper's gloves. This time plays it towards the cover boundary, and the fielder unable to cut that off, trying to use his feet instead of his hands, has ended up giving 4 more runs. These are precious runs that are going to be crucial in the final analysis of the game as well as the tournament. Have a look at that. The man at cover not happy with the guy at extra cover who just wanted to go down with his feet. As 4 more runs. This one down leg side will go towards the fine leg boundary. There's a fielder there. A single being taken brings Parvez Babu on strike. Takes Naveed on to 12 of 16. Rather 11 of 15. Asking for a caught behind, but the umpire is unmoved. $171 for 9. Now we're coming and talking to Parvez, asking him to just stay there. I'm going to get the runs. You just stick around with me and I'll take care of the bowling. As he plays it with soft hands, could have gone for that quick single and brought himself on strike, but still exposing the number 11 to face the last ball of the over. Plays it back towards the bowler. End of the over. 171 for 9 at the end of 18. First ball of over number 19, a dot ball. Muzammil coming back to bowl the 19th over. We want to close out this innings as early as possible. They've already scored 10 runs as a partnership. Goes down to short cover. They take off for a single, and not so sure if the idea is correct. He refused the single of the 5th ball to give him 1 ball and take strike in the next over. And then the 2nd ball, you give the strike back to him. And then in the bargain, have lost a chance of scoring 2 runs, which would be handy in the final analysis of the innings. 172 for 9. A dot ball. 172 for 9. Parvez Babu has faced 5 balls but yet to get off the mark. Plays it towards short mid wicket. No run there. 18.4 completed. 8 more balls in the innings, and all Daman will be hoping that one of these 2 batsmen make a mistake, as Parvez Babu gets off the mark with that single, giving Navid the strike of the last ball of the over. Interesting to see how does Navid now think, whether he wants to go in for a single. Does he want to go for the big one? He tries to go for the big one, sends it towards the long on boundary, and 4 runs to the total. 177 brings the number 11 on to strike in the last over. Muzammil's 3 overs have cost 36 runs and 1 wicket. His success coming in the first over, and then he ran into a rampant Mohammad Imran, who took toll of him as the last over of the innings coming up. As the winds have really taken up pace. Munir coming to bowl the last over of the innings. Plays it towards, covers the man inside the ring, goes back, they get back 2. Score moves on to 179. Parvez on to 3 of 8. Last 5 balls of the innings. Plays with the soft hands, a single being stolen, literally. And another run added. Handy runs for Al Nabuda. The 9th wicket fell at the score of 161. And since then, these 2 have put on 19 runs, which could hurt in the end. It plays it in the air towards the man at long off. Single taken. They come back for 2, wanting to come back for 2 rather. But Naveed is quite intelligent. He understands that his partner now is in the groove. He doesn't need to take that risk. 20 runs already in this partnership. Plays it down the ground. Ball going towards long off. A single being taken. Score moves on to 182. Couple of balls left in the innings. In the air. 1 bounce over the fence he goes. 4 more runs. 186 for 9, as Al Nabuda will be happy with the fact that their lower order has contributed and also ensured that they played out the entire 20 overs. As you see, slightly short, rocks onto the back foot, 1 bounce over the fence, and Naveed now is on 21 of 20. Last ball of the innings, misfields, 1 run completed, second completed, so 2 more runs, and they finished their innings at 188 for 9. The last over going in for 11 runs. As we have a look at the full scorecard, Daman Insurance captain winning the toss, electing to bowl first. Zanal was the first to go, out for 4. He scored a boundary of the first ball, was out the next ball. Scott Sai Sandeep bowled Muzammil. Mohammad Imran went bonkers with his 67 of 25 with 4 boundaries and 7 maximums. Hafizur Rahman threatened but was out for 10 of 7 with 1 boundary and a 6. Ramiz Nawab played a sedate 37 of 33 with 2 boundaries and 1 6. He was caught by Adil of a reverse sweep. Sagar Kalyan was caught and bowled by Shambhu for 4 of 5 with 1 boundary. Vijesh Babu was caught by Vivek in 18 of 12 balls with 2 boundaries, and then Kavya Rasu, LBW Majid first ball. Adil caught Munir, bowled Mohammad for no score of 1 ball. Naveed played a cameo in the end with 23 of 21 with 3 boundaries. Rajaselvam was bowled by Mohammad for no score of 3 balls, and then Parvez giving company to Naveed, 5 of 10 balls, 20 extras in the innings. 8 bowlers used. Muzammil 3 overs 36 runs, 1 wicket. Sai Sandeep 1 over 19 runs, no wicket. Shambhu 4 overs 38 runs, 3 wickets. Adil Yasin 1 over 24 runs, no wicket. Majid Janjua 4 overs 21 runs, 2 wickets. Could have had more. Mohammad Akhlaq 4 overs 30 runs, 3 wickets. Mohammad Asif 2 overs 8 runs, and then Munir coming for the last over and giving away 11 runs. 189 is what Daman Insurance need, as we see the showers coming down the ground, so play will be halted for some time. We'll keep you updated. Stay tuned.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Chase underway. The first ball done. 2 runs of it after a short break due to the rains out here at the Al Malik grounds in Ajman. The grounds up and running thanks to the groundsmen who made sure that the game gets back. No overs lost. So 2 runs on the board. Muzammil on strike is partnered by Mohammad. Again, ball curling in towards the batsman and no run there. Muzammil 2 of 2. Mohammad Asif is a non-striker. Hafizur Rahman left arm over the wicket. Zanal is the captain and wicketkeeper of the side. Muzammil a few inches rather outside the crease, trying to negate the swing. Again, good ball curling back in. He is late on that shot. Luckily for him, he gets the inner off of the bat, goes towards short square leg where there's no run. 2 on board. 189 is what they need in the allotted 20 overs. And it go at over 9 runs and over. They started with at 9.48. Shot and plays it onto his stumps, and the first wicket, it cannons onto his body and goes on to hit the stumps. Good use of the shoulder, and the first wicket down. Muzammil bowled for 2 of the 4 balls that he faced. 2 for 1. Have a look at that. Hafizur Rahman steaming in slightly short, cramps him up into it, onto the ribs, and goes on to hit the middle stump. 2 for the loss of 1 wicket. New man at number 3, Vivek, the wicket keeper, comes to the center. Have a daunting task ahead. 189 is what they're chasing, and straight away pecked back by the first fall of the first wicket in the first over. Hafiz comes into bowl to Vivek. Another one, inner edge onto the stumps, and 2 in 2, and straight away trouble for Daman Insurance, losing 2 wickets in 2 balls, and Hafizur Rahman is on a hat-trick. We had a hat-trick yesterday, a possibility of a hat-trick today, which Majid couldn't do, and Hafiz is now having a chance. Have a look at that, wanting to drive that one, inner half of the bat, and onto the off stump to see the back of Vivek. 2 of 2. Brings the left-hander on strike. Manoj at number 4. Manoj's statistics: 14 matches, 239 runs, strike rate of 107. At the moment, the first thing on his mind is to avoid the hat-trick ball and then take it from there on. Hafiz, who's steaming in. Wide down leg side, wanted to curl the ball in from down the batsman, but sprays it down the leg side, will be called a wide. So one more to the total score, moves on to 3. Mohammad Asif at the non-striker's end is yet to face a ball. Nearly got an edge of the last ball. End of the over, an eventful one. 3 for the loss of 2 wickets at the conclusion of 1 over. Manoj Nadaraja batting on none of 1, and Asif is yet to face a ball. And Hafizur Rahman 1 over, 3 runs and 2 wickets. Kavya Rasu to open the attack from the other second over. He's partnering Hafizur Rahman, who's taken 2 wickets on the first over, and brings Mohammad Asif on strike for the first time. Kavya Rasu, 12 matches, 9 wickets, economy of 9.16, as Asif tries to go big right from the first ball and misses that one. Asif needs to play a bit patient. They already lost 2 wickets. You have to stay there at the center. So see Mohammad Asif, 11 matches, 132, strike rate of 151. Strike rate is not an issue. It's a part of just being there as he plays this towards covers and the ball races away towards the boundary. The first boundary of the innings comes to the bat of Asif. Score moves on to 7. He moves on to 4 of 2. Need to play sensibly out here. You need to hunt the score down in patches. You cannot think of the final result right away. Take it over by over, ball by ball, and take it from there on. And due to the rain, the ball's gonna be wet, so you can make use of the ball's gonna come onto the bat. The ball's gonna slip out of the hand of the bowlers. You gotta make use of those deliveries, which will be to your advantage. As Kavya Rasu this time plays it outside the off stump, will be called a wide. Score moves on to 8. Trying to compensate out here, umpire signaling and waiting for the scorer's signal.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Eight for 2. This time plays it over the man at covers. Couple of bounces into the fence he goes, chances his arm, opened himself up and wanting to play down mid wicket, but slicing it, he had enough bat for the ball to cross the 30-yard circle with the field inside the circle. He wants to maximize these situation, gets another boundary for himself. Score moves on to 12. बता रहा एक बॉल के बाद this time over the man towards long off. There's a fielder there, didn't go too hard on that catch, just gives him a single. Happy to see Asif off strike. Have a look at the previous ball, walks across wanting to play over the mid-off region, slices it up and the ball races away towards the cover boundary, prompted the field change, bringing the man at long off and played it down his throat. Luckily for him, was not too close to the fielder. Gets a single, goes off strike. Score moves on to 13. This one curling it in, and that's what he's saying. The third wicket down, Manoj beaten all ends up, and all he can see is middle stump shattered, and slowly will make his way back to the hut for an early shower. Have a look at that, curling that in, jammed himself, and that's what you see the bowler saying, brought the ball back in just to cannon onto the stumps, and that's what it is. 13 for 3, Daman Insurance in all sorts of trouble. We are just in the second over of the innings. 13 for 2. Out for naught of 2 balls. Screen पे आने दे. Adil, the new man. 13 matches, 138 runs, strike rate of 80. Comes at a very precarious situation. His side tottering at 13 for 3. Kavirasu too plays it towards the cover region. There's a fielder there, no run there. Full-blooded drive, but straight to the man at covers, no run. Have a look at that field. Straight to the man, misfields but doesn't go for that run. You would say you never run on a misfield. Could always be dangerous. End of the over, 13 for 3 in 2 overs. Over number 3, Hafiz to start. He is bowling to Asif, and another one goes, trying to play across the line, and the 4th wicket down. It's not so good thinking by the Daman Insurance batters. They are just coming, visiting and going. You need to stay at the wicket, show some intent, but this is not what you will be looking. The ball's moving around a bit. The wind's helping the bowlers are making use of it. And the 4th wicket down for the score of 13. Asif, the man, out for 9 with 2 boundaries of the 5 balls he faced. And he looks to be a bit of discomfort as he's walking back towards the pavilion. Abdul Qayyum in at number 6. 13 matches, 79 runs, strike rate of 106. Right now, the runs will not be a priority. It's a matter of building a partnership, staying as long as you can at the center. Doesn't look like. Number 5 is it. The umpire slowly raises his finger. So the 5th wicket down at the score of 13. The batsman is still not able to contemplate it, but he has to make the walk back to the pavilion. He was caught in front of the crease, and there was no doubt in place of the umpire that this was going to hit. Have a look at it. On the front pad, pitching outside off, should go and hit middle and leg. And he's a very good candidate for an LBW, and so it happens. So 13 for 5, Abdul Qayyum is gone for no score. And this is a procession that Daman will not be happy about. Shaking his head as he walks back. But that's the way it is going to be on the scoreboard. He is out LBW first ball and brings Hafiz on to a hat-trick again for the second time in this game. Even the first over he got a wicket of 2 consecutive balls and then had a left-hander. And the same happens now, the 2 right-handers being out, and brings a left-hander, Majid Janjua. 14 matches, 122 runs. Spells doesn't look good when your number 7 has to come into bat as early as the 3rd over of the game. Plays with an open stance. We'll have a look as plays it with soft hands. That's what Hafiz was trying to outbeat the batsman. Probably would have been better off had he shaped it from off stump and taken it away. The batsman knew that he's going to try to bring it, and the moment it's pitched on middle and leg, he was safe playing with the bat. This time kicking off the surface and beats the keeper as well, but no run there. Score remains on 13 for 5. Of 2.4 overs. Plays it towards gully, no run there. Both the batsmen thinking of a single and sent back. 13 for 5 of 2.5 overs. Remember, you need a minimum of 5 overs to constitute a game. The DL pass score as it stands with a fall of 5 wickets is 74. And at the moment, Daman Insurance are way behind that as tries to fiddle with one outside the off stump. A double wicket maiden for Hafiz. (13 for 5) at the end of 3 overs. Over number 4, Kavir Rasu to bowl to Abdul. Plays it in the air. Over the man at covers. Goes to the boundary for 4 runs. Welcome runs for Daman Insurance. Score moves on to 17. And Adil Yassin is off the mark. Have a look at that. The man at covers. Stationed for that. Way over his head. Had he been a couple of paces behind, probably could have gone into his hands, but nonetheless 4 runs added to the total. Score moves on to 17. (17 for 5). Kavir Rasu outside the off stump. beaten for pace into the keeper's gloves. Kavirasu. Again, this time taking it away from the batsman. He's got both those variations. He can bring the ball back in and then decides to jag one outside, beating the batsman for pace, but probably bowling a bit to the fifth stump, so should bring the ball more closer to the stumps to bring that edge in play. This time of the inner half of the bat goes towards mid-on, batsman crossover for a single, score moves on to 18. Brings the left-hander on strike, 18 for 5 in 3.4. This time Majid plays it towards mid-wicket. The batsman crossover for 2. Score moves on to 20. Negating the swing out here, making sure he plays with a straighter bat. There's always a better option when you have your bat playing much straighter towards the ball rather than playing across with the ball moving around. Story could have been much different had the first few batsmen that came in would have played with a straighter bat, but not to be. And at the moment are 20 for 5 as Majid plays this towards short covers. No run there. End of the over. 20 for 5 at the end of 4. Have a look at this over once again from Kavirasu. First one over the man at covers. Then the next one, that was the one over covers, and then beating the batsman on a couple of occasions. Have a look at it, outside the off stump, and then swinging it in the air, outer half of the bat for a single. This one bringing it back to the left-hander as Hafiz starts off the next over, plays it down. Adil plays it straight to the man at covers, mid-on. This time plays it down the ground. The man at mid-off gives up the chase and the ball wins the race, goes towards the boundary. Slightly flat batted, but played it in the gaps. Gets 4 runs for that. Score moves on to 24. Have a look at this. Slightly uppish and playing it straight down the ground. The man at mid-off had no chance. And the ball wins the race. Score moves on to 24. For the loss of 5 wickets. This time goes across, playing it towards mid-on. No run there. (24 for 5). Has to be patient. See off this spell. Hafizur Rahman for sure will not be. This time closes his eyes and plays this hook shot over the man at square leg for a boundary. Surprised with the one that bounced on him. Have a look at that. Ducked and then just went through with the shot. Nobody outside in the boundary. So 4 more runs. Score moves on to 28. So after a double wicket maiden, Hafiz has gone for 2 boundaries in this over. 28 for 5. The umpire has already indicated that's 1 for the over, so he's got a couple of balls where he cannot try bowling that bouncer. Have a look at it. This time pitching it right up to the batsman onto his pads. Adil missing that one. Probably could have got some runs if had he got a decent bat on it, but not to be. 28 for 5. This last ball of the 5th over coming up. And the 6th wicket down, so 5 for Hafiz, and with that we can confirm that this game has been officially declared as it will be completed if there is not much play because of the rains that might come later. It's 28 for 6, so Adil's cameo comes to an end. He's out for 13 of 11 balls. He's bowled by Hafiz with 3 boundaries to his credit. Already है अंदर. Newman Shambhu coming in at number 8. This is the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11. This is the first of the 2 Super 8 games that is being played right now. Kavirasu to continue, bowling to the left-hander. Majid plays it softly towards the man at short covers, no run there. 28 for 6, needing another 161 in the remaining 15 overs. The challenge now for waiting for the umpire signal. He calls it a legal ball. ये वाला अच्छा ये वाला ओवर बाय ओवर स्कोर नहीं ओवर बाय ओवर नहीं सॉरी कहाँ था sorry charts में जाना उसके लिए. This time slightly late on that, he is beaten, so another dot ball. And plays it back towards the bowler. Have a look at the following that ball. The umpire doesn't call it a wide, so another dot ball. As we have a look at the worms that are there. ANIB Bulls took off, and the Daman Insurance are fighting for survival out here. Look at the dots that are there. By the 5th over, they've already lost 6 of them, and your number 7 and 8 are there at the center just during the power play. As Majid doing the right thing, he's now trying to play for time. He knows that he's going to face a losing battle, but try to keep them as much as possible, score some runs, get some confidence into your next games. as we come to the conclusion of power play, 28 for 6. ANIB Bulls dominating, and you can say bossing this second half. Daman Insurance had leaked a lot of runs, got a few wickets, but in the end, the Al Nabuda boys, with their experience, got to 188, and when they came back to the field after that rain break, have really skittled them out, leaving the team tottering at 28 for 6. Hafiz to continue his fourth. He's already got 5, and the keeper missing this one, and one more run added to the total. Albert a bye. One more run added to the total. Majid playing it softly through the gully and point region. They complete 1. They come back for 2. Score moves on to 31. Score moves on to 31. 31 for 6. Putting in a bit of effort out there, but Majid up to the task. He wants to deny Hafizur Rahman any more success. Doesn't mind playing the dot ball. Oh, देखा मैंने ना, ये देखो ये. This time driving it down the ground, the man at mid-on doing the fielding. No run there. नहीं, कोई बात करने के लिए है ही नहीं मेरे पास इसके लिए. नहीं, वो फिर पहले देख के फिर बाद में ये सब ध्यान देना पड़ेगा कि क्या बात कर सकते हैं. .4 overs complete. Hafiz, full toss, plays it towards the man at mid-on, not able to make use of that. Wanting to go for a run. Shambhu not interested. Could have left Majid in a bit of trouble had this hit the stumps. Last ball of the 7th over, last over. Hafizur Rahman's spell for today. He has got 5. Can he finish it with a 6? It's worth gold dust in a T20 game when he gets 6. 5-2 is a good thing, but he gives away a single of the last ball. End of the 7th over, 32 for the loss of 6 wickets. And Hafizur Rahman finishes his 4 overs for 14 runs and 5 wickets. Over number 8 to start. Kavir Rasu's last over of the day as Majid trying to walk down the track and negate the ball. Nearly was first nearly caught had he got an edge, and the second was he had walked on the wicket, so Zanal missing that opportunity of running him out. But But that's not to be. He's at the center still, trying to survive as he plays this one off his pads towards the man at fine leg. There's a fielder there for that. And a single added, score moves on to 33. This game is followed by the third game of the day between Orient and Oriental. Kavirasu this time putting in a good effort, beating the batsman for pace. Keeper unable to collect that one. At the moment is only managing to make sure that ball doesn't cross him. Too full onto the pads, plays it with a dead bat and another dot ball. Majid batting 6 of 19 and Shambhu at the moment is faced 3 balls and is yet to get off the mark. As he plays this towards short covers, Imran the man trying to swoop down on the ball and throw it towards the keeper, misses that one, allows the single to go through. Score moves on to 34. Kavirasu giving good company to his other new ball partner. He's just taken 1 wicket so far. He's got one more delivery. Can he get another one before he ends his spell today? Bowls and plays it towards square leg for a single. End of the 8th over. 8 overs completed. 35 for the loss of 6 wickets. And very rarely do you see in a T20 game where both the opening bowlers have completed their spell of 4 overs each. Hafizur Rahman 4 overs, 1 made in 14 runs and 5 wickets, and Kavirasu 4 overs, 1 made in 20 runs and 1 wicket. Nosha Tirunavia into the attack, coming from down the right arm around the wicket to the left-hander. Down leg side will be called a wide, and they run that extra run. 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 37. नेक्स्ट गेम से पहले देखना है तो वो निकाल कर दें. Bowling to the right hander now. Is a good ball. The first legal ball of the over. Score remains 37 for 6. Another length ball, no contact whatsoever. Another dot ball to the tally. कौन था? इरशाद था. इरशाद है वो. क्या चाहिए उसको? कल वाली वीडियो में. रुक थोड़ी देर. मेरे को लास्ट सीजन की नहीं मिली, उसको कल वाली चाहिए. This time playing with the outer half of the bat, ball going towards the square leg boundary. The fielder from fine leg comes around. They complete 2 and they easily come back for the third. So 3 runs added to the total. Score moves on to 40. 59 for 9 after 11.5 overs. Last ball of the over. Parvez Babu bowling to Sai Sandeep. Plays it down towards short square. End of the over. 12 overs completed. 59 for 9.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
No shot to continue. Bowling to Munir. Flicks it towards square leg. A handsome shot. Gets 4 runs for it. Something to cheer for the Daman Insurance. Another boundary to the total. Score moves on to 63. And Munir moves on to 7 of 5. Have a look at that. Onto the pads. Maneuvers it well behind square. With the fielder inside the circle, it's always going to go race to the boundary, with this turf being a bit lightning fast. Or at the Al Malik grounds in Ajman. This time beats them all end up. The umpire unmoved with that decision. The bowler and the keeper thought they had their man and the game comes to a close, but not to be. It's a dot ball. Plays it in the air towards the mid-wicket boundary, and the ball wins the race. Another more boundary to the total, and score moves on to 67 with that shot. And Munir moves into double figures. He is now 11 of 7. Have a look at that straight bat, and the moment it was up, he plays it over the man at mid-wicket, and the ball races away towards the fence for 4 more. No shot. This time slightly short, squares him up, plays it towards third man, takes a single. Score moves on to 68, brings Sai Sandeep on to strike to negotiate the remaining 2 balls of the over. No shot, and plays it towards the vacant point region where the fielder from covers moves around, gets a single, and Sai Sandeep off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 69. Munir batting 12 of 8. 2 boundaries. Wide down leg side, we'll have to reload that one. Score moves on to 70. 70 for the loss of 9 wickets. Again towards the point region, there's no run there. End of the over. 70 for the loss of 9 wickets at the end of 13 overs. Munir batting 12 of 9, Sandeep batting 1 of 3. Imran coming into the attack, bowls to Sai. Sandeep starts up with the dot ball. Imran's 13 matches, 5 wickets and another dot ball. This time bowling gentle medium pace. He can bowl the off breaks as well, so he's got a few up his sleeves. Plays this in the air towards the man at covers. There's a misfield there and allows the single to go through. Score moves on to 71. Slow one, digs this out towards point, no run there. 4 balls completed in the over, a single of that. 71 for 9. Plays this one outer edge of the bat on towards short mid wicket, no run there. 5 balls completed, last ball of the over coming up. Last pair trying to see that they can keep them on the park as much as possible as Munir plays another dead stroke. 71 for 9. At the end of 14 overs, 118 required of the remaining 6 overs, 36 balls. Both these batsmen came in at the score of 56 at the end of 11th over. Have so far stayed there for 3 overs, scored 15 runs, have added another 4 more with that boundary, so score moves on to 75. Ramiz Nawab comes in and gives away boundary of the first ball. Time plays it with soft hands for a dot ball. Sai Sandeep, he too has a boundary to his credit. Wanting to cut this one, asking for a stumping. Umpire unmoved. Ball number 4, right back to the bowler with a straight bat. Scores 75 for 9. Plays this towards covers. And the ball races towards the boundary. So second boundary of the over. Score moves on to 79. Have a look at that stroke. Through the covers, the man at mid-off giving up the chase as soon as it crossed him. So 4 more runs added. Plays this towards long on area for another single. One more run added. Score 80 for 9 at the end of 15 overs. Over number 16 to start. This is the highest partnership of the innings. They came in at the score of 56. I've taken the score to 80. So as Sai Sandeep is ready to grind it out at the center, plays a dot ball. Imran, the bowler, this time plays it towards mid-off, no run there. Adil, the bowler, this time plays it towards point. The fielder giving the chase. Complete one and they come back for two. That's one run coming off that ball. 81. Adil to continue. Munir plays it with soft hands towards short covers. No run there. Plays it again towards the square leg boundary. The ball racing away. Man at mid wicket comes around, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 82. Down the ground again towards mid-off. No run there. End of the over. 16 completed. 82 for 9. 107 more needed of the remaining 4 overs. As it's Imran now who comes to center. Round the wicket, Munir plays it with a dead bat. Coming from over the wicket. This time plays it in the air towards the square leg boundary and a catch to finish the game. So finally Munir holding out to the man at square leg. 82 all out in 16.2 overs. Imran comes in and completes the formalities with the second ball of his spell. And 106 run victory for the ANIB Bulls against Daman Insurance. The last time these two played, they had a 70 run victory, and this time it was more better with 3.4 overs to spare. We have a look at the full scorecard out here. A sorry looking scorecard for Daman Insurance. Muzammil bowled Hafizur Rahman 2 of 4. Mohammad Asif bowled by Hafiz for 9 of 5 with 2 boundaries. Vivek Singh bowled Hafiz for no run of the first ball he faced. Manoj bowled by Kavi Arasu for none of 2 balls. Adil Yassin bowled Hafizur Rahman 13 of 11. Abdul Qayyum out for no score for 1 ball. Majid was run out. He had a patient knock but finally was run out 9 of 23. Shambhu 2 run out by Hafiz. A brilliant piece of field work. of 13 of 16. Mohammad Akhlaq was out for 1 of 3. And then the final rear guard from the captain Munir was out for 13 of 16 with 2 boundaries. And Sai Sandeep helped himself to 12 of 16 with 2 boundaries. 10 extras in the innings. 7 bowlers used. Hafizur Rahman and Kavir Rasu bowled out their 4 overs on the trot, 19 and 15 runs. Hafizur Rahman getting 5 out of those and Kavir Rasu getting 1. Naushad 3 overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket. Parvez Babu 2 overs, 12 runs, no wicket. Adil 2 overs, 9 runs, no wicket. Ramiz Nawab 1 over, 9 runs. And then Mohammad Imran coming and bowling the just 2 balls and getting a wicket to end the proceedings. The fall of wicket, first wicket fell at the score of 2, the second one at 2, third one fell at the score of 13, the fourth one at 13, fifth one at 13, sixth at 28, 7 at 43, 8th at 56, the ninth also at 56, and then the last one at 82. So 106 runs victory, and we'll have the presentations in the next few moments. Thank you. Welcome to the post-match presentation between Al Nabuda Insurance Brokers versus Daman Insurance. 106 runs victory, and our man of the match is the Wrecker-in-Chief Hafizur Rahman. Hafiz will collect the trophy and pose for the photographs. Hafiz, बारिश आई, गेम रुक गई. आपने जैसे उसके बाद विकेट जाके देखा, आपको लगा कि आप इतनी जल्दी आप 5 विकेट ले लेंगे?
जब क्लाउड्स थे, जब हमने सेकंड बॉलिंग शुरू हुई तो उससे पहले बारिश स्टार्ट हो गई थी, तो लेकिन जैसे ही उस पर हल्का हल्का सा मॉइस्चर आ गया था पिच के ऊपर, तो उससे बहुत हेल्प मिली, जिससे अर्ली स्विंग हुआ और मैंने अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लान बॉल किया और विकेट्स मिले हैं.
और बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग, आपने अपना कंधा भी यूज़ किया, जो नॉर्मली हम ये क्रिकेट में ज़्यादा नहीं देखते हैं, कि आपने एक आध बाउंसर भी मारी और फिर बैट्समैन को अंदर भी लेके आए. अपनी स्किल्स पे और कितना वर्क करना चाहते हैं आप?
अभी मैं कर रहा हूँ वर्क अपना, और मेरा जो जितना बॉलिंग एक्शन है और जितनी मेरी स्किल्स हैं, वो मेरा मोर जो है वो शोल्डर ही यूज़ होता है रेदर देन द बैक. मैं मोर शोल्डर बॉलर हूँ, तो इसलिए वो मेरी अच्छी स्किल है कि मैं पीछे भी क्विक कर लेता हूँ, थोड़ा सा आगे से एयर में स्विंग में मिल जाता है.
चलिए, थैंक यू वेरी मच, और अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस, और दुआ करते हैं कि आप और अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस करें जैसे टूर्नामेंट चले. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू सो मच.
We'll have Munir from Daman Insurance, the captain, who will come forward. Munir, a game which you will want to forget as early as possible, because this wasn't something which you would have planned, coming in, suddenly being 13 for 5 at the end of 3 overs.
Yeah, definitely. It was a tough day today. We know that they are the tough side, but even though in the first half we have done we have done something better in the field. But even though we lost early wickets, 5, 6 wickets continuously, then it's difficult to stay. And
what are the positives you take away from the game today?
Yeah, we definitely will learn from these mistakes in the batting side. Then we try to, try to fill that gap in next game.
Thank you, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life, and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
journey begin. Who win this year's championship? Come feel the heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges. Cause in the end, we are